Hello friends. Friends, we are going to continue with material costing, right? And in material costing, we were discussing about setting up of the various stock levels, right? In this, we discussed reorder level, maximum level, minimum level, average stock level, and danger level. So why we are studying this topic, setting up of the various stock levels, so that we do not have a stock out situation or excess stock situation. क्लियर? हम ये टॉपिक इसलिए पढ़ रहे हैं कि ताकि हमारे पास ना तो स्टॉक आउट हो और ना ही एक्सेस में स्टॉक आ जाए कि हमारे पास जगह ना हो रखने की और वो स्टॉक खराब हो जाए, राइट? सो दैट इज व्हाई वी स्टडीड दिस. सो व्हाट इज रीऑर्डर लेवल दैट वी डिस्कस्ड? This is the level of inventory in the store at which an order is placed with the supplier, right? It is usually fixed in such a manner that shortages or stockouts are avoided. So आपको अपने स्टोर में चेक करना है कि आपके पास एक पर्टिकुलर आइटम की कितनी इन्वेंट्री है and when new order is to be placed with the supplier. सपोज आपके पास 1 यूनिट रह गया इन्वेंट्री का और आपको 4 यूनिट चाहिए, राइट? तो उससे क्या होगा? अगर आपके पास 1 यूनिट है, आपको आज ही 4 यूनिट चाहिए और आपके पास 1 दिन लगेगा नया माल आने में, सो व्हाट विल हैपन? दैट विल बी अ स्टॉक आउट प्रॉब्लम. आपकी प्रोडक्शन रुक जाएगी उतनी देर. क्लियर? So it is the level of inventory in the store at which an order is placed with the supplier. It is usually fixed in such a manner that shortages or stockouts are avoided. So what is the formula for reorder level? It is the maximum consumption multiplied by maximum lead time. Lead time is जो हमने ऑर्डर की है इन्वेंट्री, उसको ऑर्डर के बाद आने में कितना टाइम लगेगा, right? 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. So how many days it will take the material to reach our premises, right? And why we are taking the maximum lead time? कि हमें क्या लेके चलना है कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा कितने दिन लगेंगे और उन ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा दिनों में हमारी ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा कंजम्पशन कितनी हो जाएगी, उतना हमें स्टॉक हमेशा रखना है. उस स्टॉक पे हमें नया ऑर्डर प्लेस कर देना है. Clear? So lead time or delivery period, it is the number of days it takes the material order to arrive in your store. Clear? Then we studied maximum level. It is the topmost level of inventory in the storeroom for a particular type of inventory. एक पर्टिकुलर इन्वेंट्री की ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्वांटिटी हमें कितनी चाहिए, दैट इज द मैक्सिमम लेवल. अगर हमें उससे ज़्यादा आ जाएगी तो व्हाट विल बी द प्रॉब्लम? To keep that inventory in the store will be a big problem. तो उससे क्या होगा? हमारा सामान खराब होना शुरू हो जाएगा. अगर हम उसको प्रॉपरली रखेंगे नहीं तो सामान खराब होगा, राइट? सो व्हाट इज द मैक्सिमम लेवल? इट इज द रीऑर्डर लेवल प्लस रीऑर्डर क्वांटिटी. व्हाट इज द रीऑर्डर लेवल? किस लेवल पे हमें नया ऑर्डर प्लेस करना है, एक तो वो ले लेंगे, और उस लेवल पे पहुंच के हमने ऑर्डर कितना प्लेस किया हुआ है, राइट? कितना ऑर्डर हमने प्लेस किया हुआ है, दैट इज रीऑर्डर क्वांटिटी. और उसमें से माइनस कर देंगे हम मिनिमम कंजम्पशन इनटू मिनिमम लीड टाइम, कि जो ऑर्डर हमने प्लेस किया है वो कम से कम कितने टाइम में आ सकता है, और अगर कम से कम टाइम में आ गया तो उस कम से कम टाइम में हमारी कंजम्पशन कितनी होगी, राइट? दैट इज द मैक्सिमम लेवल दैट वी आर गोइंग टू सेट. क्लियर? नेक्स्ट, मिनिमम लेवल. It is the ideal inventory level at which the ordered material should be received, otherwise there will be a stock out situation. Reorder level क्या है? उस लेवल पे हमें नया ऑर्डर प्लेस करना है, राइट? मिनिमम लेवल क्या है? वो लेवल जिस लेवल पे हमारे पास मटेरियल आ जाना चाहिए. जो ऑर्डर किया हमने मटेरियल रीऑर्डर लेवल पे, वो मटेरियल हमारे स्टोर में आ जाना चाहिए. दैट इज द मिनिमम लेवल. मिनिमम लेवल इज रीऑर्डर लेवल. रीऑर्डर लेवल में से कुछ कंजम्पशन होगी तो मिनिमम लेवल पहुंचेगा. क्या कंजम्पशन होगी? नॉर्मल कंजम्पशन इनटू नॉर्मल लीड टाइम और एवरेज कंजम्पशन इनटू एवरेज लीड टाइम. In case normal consumption and normal lead time are not given, take average consumption and average lead time. तो सबसे पहले क्या आया हमारे पास, रीऑर्डर लेवल. रीऑर्डर लेवल पे हमने ऑर्डर प्लेस कर दिया. अब जितनी देर में ऑर्डर प्लेस किया हुआ है उतनी देर हम जो मटेरियल पड़ा उसको कंज्यूम करते रहेंगे. हमने रीऑर्डर लेवल में से कुछ कंज्यूम किया तो क्या आया, मिनिमम लेवल. सी हियर, हम क्या कह रहे हैं कि हमारे पास ये आया रीऑर्डर लेवल, राइट. इस रीऑर्डर लेवल पे हमने एक नया ऑर्डर प्लेस कर दिया. चलो ऑर्डर प्लेस्ड. अब इस ऑर्डर को आने में अभी 2 दिन लगेंगे, 2 days. तो उन 2 days में हम यहाँ पे कंजम्पशन करते जाएंगे अपनी इन्वेंट्री की. तो हम कहाँ पे आ जाएंगे, एक मिनिमम स्टॉक लेवल पे. मिनिमम स्टॉक लेवल पे क्या है कि ये जो ऑर्डर प्लेस किया है दिस शुड बी रिसीव्ड. तो हमने क्या लिया, रीऑर्डर लेवल माइनस दिस कंजम्पशन. कहां पहुंचे हम, मिनिमम स्टॉक लेवल पे. क्लियर है. इन केस नॉर्मल कंजम्पशन एंड नॉर्मल लीड टाइम इज नॉट गिवन, टेक एवरेज कंजम्पशन. ओके. तो हमने बात की उसके बाद एवरेज स्टॉक लेवल की. ऑन एन एवरेज हमारे स्टोर में कितनी इन्वेंट्री होनी चाहिए एक पर्टिकुलर आइटम की. इट इज द लेवल ऑफ इन्वेंट्री हेल्ड ऑन एन एवरेज ड्यूरिंग द ईयर. पूरे साल में ऑन एन एवरेज हमारी कितनी यूजेज है उसके हिसाब से हमारी कितनी इन्वेंट्री होनी चाहिए. सो एवरेज लेवल कैन बी कैलकुलेटेड इन 2 ways, either maximum level plus the minimum level divided by 2, that you will get the average, or you will say minimum level plus half of reorder quantity. Whatever quantity you have ordered, take the half of it plus the minimum level. Clear? So this is what we discussed. So what are the things that we discussed? Reorder level, maximum level, minimum level and average level. Right? तो हमने ये बात की कि रीऑर्डर लेवल है, इसके ऊपर चले जाएंगे तो हमारे पास क्या है, मैक्सिमम लेवल. मैक्सिमम लेवल में क्या है, हम कहते हैं कि रीऑर्डर लेवल है, यहां पे हमने नया ऑर्डर प्लेस कर दिया. अब इस ड्यूरेशन में हमारी कुछ कंजम्पशन भी होगी. सपोज ये कम से कम ये ऑर्डर 1 दिन में आ सकता है. अगर 1 दिन में आ गया तो हमारी मिनिमम कंजम्पशन क्या होगी उस 1 दिन में, कम से कम कंजम्पशन क्या होगी, सो दैट अगर ये ऑर्डर यहाँ पे वापस आ जाए, नॉट वापस आ जाए, अगर ये ऑर्डर हमारे पास स्टोर में आ जाए तो ये ना हो कि हमारे पास रखने के लिए जगह ही ना हो. सो दैट इज वाई वी सेट मैक्सिमम स्टॉक लेवल्स. क्लियर. So now let us do some practical problems for this. A company, sorry, not this, first the previous problem, yes, this one. 2 components A and B are used as follows. Normal usage is 50 units per week each. Minimum usage is 25 units per week each. Maximum usage is 75 units per week each. Each means A and B, okay? So reorder quantity for A it is 300 units and B it is 500 units. Reorder quantity. Reorder period is for A it is 4 to 6 weeks. That means it takes 4 to 6 weeks for the component A to reach your store when you place an order, right? And for B it is 2 to 4 weeks. मतलब B को 2 से 4 हफ्ते लगते हैं जब आप ऑर्डर प्लेस करते हो उसके बाद आपके स्टोर तक आने के लिए. Clear? So he says calculate for each component reorder level, minimum level, maximum level and average stock level. हमने 4 चीजें पढ़ी है, उसने 4 चीजें पूछ ली हमसे, ये 4 चीजें बता दो जी. Right? So let's do it. तो सबसे पहले हमारे पास क्या है, उसने जो पूछा है दैट इज reorder लेवल। रीऑर्डर लेवल में हम क्या कहते हैं, वो लेवल जिस पे हमें ऑर्डर प्लेस करना है। फॉर दैट व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला, मैक्सिमम कंजम्पशन। रीऑर्डर में हम क्या लेते हैं, सब कुछ मैक्सिमम इनटू मैक्सिमम लीड टाइम, राइट। For A, tell me what is the maximum consumption? Maximum usage is 75 units per week. And what is the maximum lead time for A? 6 weeks. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 6 हफ्ते लगेंगे, उन 6 हफ्तों में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा कंजम्पशन क्या होगी, 75 पर वीक, राइट। So this comes to 75 multiplied by 6. This comes to 450 units. That means जब आपके पास A के 450 यूनिट्स हैं, आपको नया ऑर्डर प्लेस करना है, क्योंकि आपकी मैक्सिमम कंजम्पशन 75 पर वीक है, एंड इट कैन टेक मैक्सिमम ऑफ 6 वीक्स टू रीच योर फैक्ट्री. एंड फॉर B, see the maximum consumption is 75, and what is the maximum lead time? That is 4. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 4 हफ्ते लगेंगे. So this comes to 300 units. Clear? Reorder level clear, friends? Now second उसने क्या पूछा है, minimum level. मिनिमम लेवल कैसे करते हैं, कितना हमारा रीऑर्डर लेवल है प्लस उस लेवल पे हमने कितनी ऑर्डर क्वांटिटी प्लेस की हुई है ऑलरेडी, रीऑर्डर क्वांटिटी, और उस पीरियड में हमारी नॉर्मल कंजम्पशन क्या होगी मल्टीप्लाइड बाय नॉर्मल लीड टाइम. क्लियर है, यही चीज होगी. रीऑर्डर लेवल पे नया ऑर्डर प्लेस किया हुआ है और इस पीरियड में हम जो कंजम्पशन करेंगे वी से नॉर्मल कंजम्पशन इनटू नॉर्मल लीड टाइम. अगर 2 दिन लगे हैं तो 2 दिन की कंजम्पशन यहां पे निकाल के हम मिनिमम स्टॉक लेवल पे पहुंच जाएंगे. ठीक है. नाउ व्हाट इज द रीऑर्डर लेवल? रीऑर्डर लेवल यू जस्ट कैलकुलेटेड. इफ वी टॉक अबाउट ए एंड बी. For A, what is the reorder level? 450 units. And for B, what is the reorder level? 300 units. Now, what are the reorder quantities? Let us see. It says reorder quantity for A is 300 units and for B is 500 units. So here 300 and 500 units. Minus what is the consumption during the normal period that it will take to reach the factory. Normal usage is 50 units per week, and what is the normal period? Normal period for A is 5 weeks, average of 4 and 6, and for B the average of 2 and 4 is 3. So what I will do is normal usage is 50 units, 50 units. What is the normal period it take for A? 5 weeks, and for B 3 weeks. Clear? So this comes to 200 units, and for B it comes to 150 units. Clear है? Next उन्होंने क्या कहा हमें, मैक्सिमम लेवल. Now what is maximum level? Sorry. In the minimum level, we are not to take reorder quantity. That is in maximum. Okay? We are not to take reorder quantity in minimum level. It is just reorder level minus the consumption. Clear? Reorder level minus consumption. Now in the maximum level, we will take reorder quantity. This is reorder level plus reorder quantity, because here we have to check that if the quantity comes more than required, then it will be excess stock situation. What is reordered minus the minimum consumption multiplied by minimum lead time. Clear? Now for A and for B, what is the reorder level? 450 and 300. Right? And what is the reorder quantity? For A it is 300, for B it is 500. Now minus minimum consumption. Minimum consumption is given as 25 units per week. Clear? So 25 for A and 25 for B. Now what is the minimum time it will take to reach the premises? For A it will be 4 weeks and for B it is 2 weeks. कम से कम 4 हफ्ते, B के लिए कम से कम 2 हफ्ते में आ जाएगा. So it is 4 and it is 2. Right? So this comes to 650 units and 750 units. Clear? Now, अब उन्होंने नेक्स्ट क्या पूछा हमसे? एवरेज लेवल. यही है ना, एवरेज स्टॉक लेवल. Next is average stock level. Now what is average stock level? Average stock level is equal to maximum level. When you have the maximum level and the minimum level, divided by 2. For A, what is the maximum level? 650 units. What is the minimum level? 200 units. So I can say 650 plus 200 divided by 2. This comes to 425 units. Clear? And for B, the maximum level is 750 units and minimum level is 150 units divided by 2. This comes to 450 units. On an average during a year, you must have this much inventory in your store. For A and for B. Clear, friends? Right? So this is our average stock level, that is the maximum level plus the minimum level divided by 2. Clear this problem? Now, let us move on to the next practical problem. In manufacturing its products, a company uses 3 raw materials A, B, C, in respect of which the following apply. There are 3 raw materials A, B and C. For A, usage per unit of product 10 kg, for B 4 kg and for C 6 kg. Reorder quantity for A 10,000 kg, B 5,000, C 10,000. Price per kg 0.1, 0.3, 0.15. Delivery period in weeks 1 to 3, 3 to 5, 2 to 4. Order level, that is reorder level, is given to us 8,000, 4,750 and for C it is not given to us. What is the minimum level? Not given for A. For B, not given. Right? And for C it is given as 2,000. Clear? Now, they say weekly production varies from 175 to 225 units. What it means? That is, the minimum production is 175, the maximum production is 225, averaging 200. What would you expect the quantities of following to be? Minimum stock of A. Let's see. What we have to find out is, first he says find out minimum stock of A. Now what is minimum stock? Reorder level minus normal consumption of A multiplied by normal lead time. This is the formula. Reorder level minus normal consumption of A multiplied by normal lead time. So now what is the reorder level? Reorder level is given to us as 8,000 for A. Right? Okay, I'll say 8,000. Now what is the normal consumption? See, the normal production of the unit finished good is 200. Right? And usage per unit of product is 10. So you can say 2000 is the normal consumption. 200 units multiplied by 10 kg per unit multiplied by what is the normal lead time? It takes 1 to 3 weeks. What is the normal time? Average of this, that is 2. So this comes to 4,000 kg is the minimum stock of A that should always be there in your store. Otherwise, a stock out situation can arise. Clear? Next part, maximum stock level of B. Now what we have to find out is maximum stock level of B. Now what is maximum stock level? This is reorder level plus reorder quantity minus minimum consumption multiplied by minimum lead time. This is the maximum stock level. Now what is the reorder level for B? The reorder level for B is 4750. 4750. Now what is the reorder quantity for B? Reorder quantity is 5000 units. Okay, 5000. Now what is the minimum consumption? Minimum consumption is minimum production 175 units. 175 units, and if you produce 175 units, then how much B will be consumed? 4 multiplied by 175, because in 1 unit you are using 4 kg of B. So if you are producing 175 units, how many units of B will be consumed? 175 units multiplied by 4 kg. Right? This is the consumption, minimum consumption. What is the minimum lead time for B? 3 weeks. Clear? So this comes to 7650 kg. This is the maximum of stock of B that should be there in the store. Next, reorder level of C. For C, the reorder level is not known. So what is required is reorder level of C. Reorder level is equal to maximum consumption multiplied by maximum lead time. Now for C, tell me what is the maximum consumption. If you produce maximum units, 225 units, how much C will be consumed? 6 per unit. So you can calculate the maximum consumption. 225 units multiplied by 6 kg. What is the maximum lead time for C to arrive? 4 weeks. So we'll take 4 weeks. Clear? This comes to 5400 kg. Clear, friends? Now they say average stock level of A. Now see, we have calculated the minimum stock level of A. We have the reorder level, but we do not have the maximum level. So how we will calculate average stock? Average stock level of A is equal to minimum level plus half of reorder quantity. Remember, not level, reorder quantity. What is the minimum level that we have calculated? 4000 kg. 4000 plus half of, what is the reorder quantity? Reorder quantity is 10,000 units. We'll take the average of this 10,000. Right? So this comes to 9,000 kg. Clear, friends? So this is how you are going to calculate the average stock level of A, that is minimum level plus half of reorder quantity. Minimum level is 4000 and reorder quantity is 10,000. Clear? So this is how you will calculate the various stock levels. Right? Now, let us do another problem. A company has a 5,000 gallon tank to store a chemical. Right? What is the capacity of the gallon tank? 5,000. When the contents of the tank become low, deliveries are made direct from a major chemical manufacturer. The past record shows the following details about the lead time. Lead time 0 to 2 days, number of occasions 3, 2 to 4, 10, 4 to 6, 26, 6 to 8, 6, 8 to 10, 5. क्या मतलब है इसका? 3 बार ऐसा हुआ कि 0 to 2 days में जो ऑर्डर किया था वो आ गया. 10 बार ऐसा हुआ कि 2 से 4 दिन लगे. 26 बार ऐसा हुआ कि 4 to 6 days लगे. 6 बार ऐसा हुआ कि 6 से 8 दिन भी लगे. और 5 बार ऐसा हुआ कि 8 से 10 दिन लग गए वो डिलीवरी को आने में. If the usage is 200 gallons per day, calculate mean lead time demand. क्या कहना चाहता है mean lead time से? We have to calculate first of all the mean lead time. Mean lead time means average lead time, because we have number of situations कि 3 बार ऐसा हुआ, 10 बार ऐसा हुआ, 26 बार ऐसा हुआ. So on an average कितना lead time था, that we have to calculate on an average, right? So we will apply the statistics here. To calculate this, we will apply the statistical formula here. Okay, let's do it. First of all, we'll say calculation of mean lead time. Calculation of mean lead time. Now, first of all, we'll take number of occasions. This is our frequency, that is F. Now, number of occasion is 3, 10, 26, 6 and 5. So, we'll write this down. 3, 10, 26, 6 and 5. Now, what is the lead time? Lead time we will take average. So for 0 to 2 it will be 1. For 2 to 4 this will be 3. We will take average of this. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. सो 3 बार ऐसा हुआ कि एवरेज लीड टाइम लगा 1 दिन. 10 बार ऐसा हुआ कि ऑन एन एवरेज लीड टाइम लगा हमारे पास 3 दिन. सो टोटल हमारे पास कितना हुआ? विल मल्टीप्लाई दिस 330, 130, 42 and 45. Simple statistical that you are going to study in portfolio management also. Sorry, that is at final level. That is at final level you will study portfolio management, right? FX, number of occasions into lead time. So we'll take the total of this. We'll say sigma fx, this comes to 250, and we'll take the total of frequency, right? Sigma f, this comes to 50. Now dividing these two, we'll get the mean lead time. Mean lead time. That is the total of their multiplication divided by total of frequency, total of number of occasions, will get the mean lead time. So sigma fx divided by sigma f. 250 divided by 50, this comes to 5 days. So on an average, it took 5 days for the material to reach the factory. So you have understood how you calculate the mean lead time if you are given this kind of a data. Right? You will take the frequency as number of occasions, how many times that event has occurred, that is frequency. And what is the event? That is x, lead time, average. Now multiply the event with the number of times it has occurred and take the total of it. Now he says calculate mean lead time demand. What is the mean lead time? 5 days. What is the demand in 5 days? Mean lead time demand. This comes to, what is the mean? 5 days. And what is the consumption per day? It is given the usage per day is 200 gallons. So in 5 days, what will be the demand? 200 gallons. So this comes to 1000 gallons. Right? Second, what is asked? Reorder point or reorder level. So reorder level is maximum consumption multiplied by maximum lead time. See, the maximum consumption is 200 only. We are given as the maximum is 200 only. What is the maximum lead time? See, what is the maximum lead time? If you see the question, the maximum lead time is 10 days. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा उसे 10 दिन भी लगे हैं. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 10 दिन लगेंगे उसे. So what is the maximum lead time? 10 days. So 2000 gallons. So that means when you have 2000 gallons left in your tank, you must place a new order. Then what is the third thing asked? Safety stock. Safety stock is nothing but the minimum level. That is the safety stock minimum level. Why it is called safety stock? Because if the stock goes beyond under the minimum level, then it is a stock out situation for us. Right? Then third part is safety stock or minimum level. So minimum level is reorder level minus normal consumption into normal lead time. What is reorder level? 2000 gallons. What is normal consumption? 200 multiplied by normal lead time. This is what we have calculated, mean lead time. Right? This is the normal lead time. On an average, it takes 5 days to reach the order to the factory. Right? So this is what the question asked. Clear, friends? So this is how you calculate the various levels of inventory. Right? So we have discussed the various levels of inventory. One thing is left, that is danger level. See, what is a danger level? Danger level should be avoided as it may affect the production. Danger level क्या है हमारे पास? आपको आज पता है कि मुझे 4-5 दिन तक मुझे एक पर्टिकुलर आइटम के मुझे 500 यूनिट्स चाहिए, राइट? और मुझे 1 हफ्ते के अंदर डिलीवरी करनी है उस आइटम की. अब क्या हुआ, आपने ऑर्डर प्लेस करना भूल गए. अब जब 4-5 दिन बाद उसकी आपको आइटम की रिक्वायरमेंट आई तो आपने देखा मेरे पास तो आइटम नहीं है, मुझे डिलीवरी करनी है, बहुत बड़ी कंसाइनमेंट है, मेरा लॉस हो जाएगा. तो आप क्या करोगे कि इमरजेंसी में आप ऑर्डर प्लेस करोगे, उसको बोलोगे भैया मेरे को तो आज चाहिए ही चाहिए, जैसे मर्जी भेजो, इमरजेंसी है यहाँ पे, राइट? बट ये लेवल्स हमें अवॉइड करने चाहिए, अदरवाइज क्या होगा, हमारी प्रोडक्शन इफेक्ट होगी उससे, स्टॉक आउट सिचुएशन अल्टीमेटली, राइट? So what is danger level? Danger level is the normal consumption multiplied by delivery period for emergency purchases. Delivery period for emergency. What is the delivery period for emergency? अगर हम उसको emergency में order place करेंगे तो वो कितने टाइम में आएगा और उस टाइम में हमारी normal consumption कितनी होगी? Clear? So that is danger level. If emergency period is not known to us, consider the minimum lead time for this purpose. कि कम से कम कितना टाइम लगेगा, that is emergency period. अगर specifically emergency period दिया है तो take the emergency period, otherwise take the minimum lead time. Right? So that is a danger level. The danger levels should always be avoided. It is never a good sign for the business because this will affect your production. आपके workers free बैठेंगे. अगर मटेरियल नहीं होगा काम करने के लिए, आपकी मशीन्स रुक जाएंगी, आपकी प्रोडक्शन रुक जाएगी, आपके वर्कर्स फ्री बैठेंगे, आपको एक्स्ट्रा कॉस्ट पड़ेगी उस चीज की, राइट? एंड हमारा कॉस्टिंग में मेन पर्पस ही क्या है, हमारी कॉस्ट को कम करना. क्लियर? सो दिस इज अबाउट द वेरियस स्टॉक लेवल्स. क्लियर फ्रेंड्स? So if you have any queries, friends, just send me an email at KSJ Teaching @gmail.com, right? And in the next lecture, we are going to start with another topic, that is economic order quantity. This is related to setting up of the various stock levels. So I'll suggest you that you must go through these various stock levels thoroughly. If you have any problem, send me an email, right? Before you do EOQ, you should be very clear with the formulas of setting up of the various stock levels, right? Then we will move on to EOQ. Clear, friends? So that's all for this lecture, friends. Thank you so much.